going to do it. And we know how to do it. And put them down. The doors get
Look at this, Mommy.
Yeah, that's not the way it goes.
Come on, back up. Already back up. Tractor struggling. Oh, maybe I'm
Look it.
fouling the truck. There's a possibility. That's easy.
Found it. Smell this, Daddy.
Huh?
Smell this.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Look it,
Okay.
Billy.
And let's go, tractor. Come on. Jeez.
Yeah.
I might need to look at the other extended driving mod because it adds locking differentials, four-wheel drive, that sort of thing, and that may alleviate some of our problems here. I think the big thing would be just giving us 10-20 more horsepower so that we've got enough to haul up a hill or get rolling. As I said, 6 miles an hour is the harvesting speed of this thing, so we're actually doing fine on that count. Let me head back over here. So we've got 800 litres capacity left in the tank. Which probably ain't going to get us back to the road. And there we go. Okay. He's now sat on his sofa with his sister watching TV. Actually, he's watching her watching TV. Yay, so that's 2. And we still wet ground. It's good drying weather, so we should, I'm guessing latest 2 o'clock, we should end up with the sunflower harvest. I messed that up again, seriously. Should give me more power in the tractor, but these double wheels are troublesome at times. Okay, lift the truck off the tractor and we're clear. So I would like to buy this field, but it's 1.7 million and we don't really have the cash for that. Oh, now new stuff. Lure folds for Farming Simulator 19. DJ Goham did a first look video on it this week. It looks very much like the older one. It has some of the debris around the farm, the old harvester and an old bale trailer with no wheels, that sort of thing. That's getting there. He did misspell potatoes on the sell points, and he didn't add oats to the sell points. I don't know whether oats can be sold there, but I'm guessing they're not on the sign. So he needs to edit his signs. I think he said on some replies on the video that he has He has corrected the spelling. I may do a tour of the map, but I'm not aiming to do much of a playthrough on it because I did do 700 hours playtime in Farm Sim 17 on that map. Although he was a new farmer, he has given us, or he looks like he's planning to give us far fewer fields and far less equipment, so it's not going to be as lucrative a start as the one I did. I mean, the one I did, you started with 10 fields. It looks like he's only giving you 4. And you had somewhere in the region of about £500,000 of, no, more than £500,000 of equipment, including this sugar beet harvester, because one of the starting fields had sugar beets on it. Okay, let's see if we can finish off the triangle. Come on, go. So of course, because I was starting with seasons, I sold the sugar beet harvester. I sold the regular harvester as well because I figured I didn't need that equipment until the end of the year, and I could always lease it for the first harvest. I think I ended up leasing it for the first 2 harvests.
No.
But I started with the Class Axion 940 as my main tractor, which turned out to be a good plan because that tractor served me very well considering all the hills that were deceptively small but did chew up into your horsepower quite seriously. Plus I was playing with a realistic fuel use mod which incorporated equipment weight and horsepower requirements. As I've said before, I think that's incorporated into Farm Sim 19, so it's it's less of a thing. Okay, I'm going to make a roll to the left just to get that bit we didn't. Because that is 30-ish. And my usual refrain that I still need to finish Ungutsheim. And that's gonna be a bit slower than I planned, I think, because of all the stuff that's happening right now. I will try and get that done. There's a lot of interest. The problem I find with Farm Sim is once I get into a map, I want to play that map. So, yeah, I don't want to end this series. Actually, yeah, I've said I'm not going to end this series because this is going to be my up until Farm Sim 21-22 comes out, or even longer. Because, yeah, face it, when a new farming simulator comes out, it's you've got the base game maps, and a lot of people are streaming and YouTubing those maps. So, if I want to stay a little bit different, I'm going to need to play something else, and the only else that's around for the first month is going to be this. it's also finding a map that you're happy playing. And once I find that, I don't think we didn't start this one until Seasons was out, and this maps was Seasons prepared. So that's kind of a late start for the Saturday. So it was a year in before we got onto this one. And I might play this a year into Farm Sim 21 being available. Just because. We're doing okay.
Okay.
Still got wet ground, wet crops. Hi.
You know what I'm doing this?
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
Okay.
You want to say hello to the people?
I want to say hello.
Let's say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I want to find maps that interest me. Now, I've had a lot of fun in the past on the old stream farm, and Lawfolds was a lot of fun. But it's, you do get fed up with them eventually. But as I said, we're going to make this one a go, a long-term concern. I've got a farm. What am I running at the moment? Oh, I'm running a Lone Oak farm, and I'm running a one of the Black Sheep farms, the Valley of the Old Farm. Valley of the Old Farm I've set up with Little Dude's brother. And then Lone Oak Farm I've set up with Kate. But they're not going to be streams, they're just going to be for fun, home farms. Took me a while to figure I'd like to play those two a little bit more long term. It has to be a farm that takes my interest. As I said, there's a lot of really nice looking farms. There's 6 acres, there's there was another Scottish farm that was released this week, which I kind of like to take a look at, but I don't have a... Oh, well, we full? We're full. Darn. Turn that off, extend that. But I'm really not playing a lot of Farm Sim outside of my streaming time or time with the kids. So Saturday night, I'm not sure this week, but we'll probably... I would normally do 2 hours with Kate on Lone Oak Farm. We've got the other kids here, so we may have some other entertainment going on for that. Because we've obviously got to keep them happy as well as everybody, as well as the adults or the elder people. But when the small kids aren't here, that's an easier thing to do. Anyone being keen on count on how far we are in at this?
Bailey, it needs turned down.
Okay, did we get that corner done completely? Looks good. Okay. Oops. But if when I ever get August time completed, which is still a year off. I mean, obviously it's mid-fall there, but late fall is going to be snow, and I'm probably going to be putting the farm away and waiting till spring before I can do anything else on it. Just feed the chickens, and the chickens really don't use that much wheat. Oh, we have to sell the crops that we've harvested, of course. But I will look for another farm. I may do an Osa family farm stream as well later. Depends how we feel about that. Oh, we're full again. .47 still. That didn't work. There we go. Speed up the time a little bit. I'm going to play at ×5 just to get the hopefully get the crops and ground dried out, because we're getting very close to our second load of the day. So that'll put us on 32, 36, 36. So we've got 2 more loads to do, and then clear the truck before we lower the thing. I also saw that one of the modders is doing the Agco Gleaner harvester. That'll be nice. Come on, let's go. Yay. Sort of sits there for a little bit and then decides, yeah, okay, I'm going to go now. It's a little bit weird, but yeah, 2 truckloads in about 2 hours. And then there's transport time as well on top of that. So I would like to at least be able to get started on the sunflower harvest. So that shouldn't take too long. We're running a Heliodor header, which allows us to harvest faster than the normal draper. Some guy running circuits around the local airfield. But give me a chance to run the tractor up to the farm. I'm not using diesel too quickly on this, so I've probably got enough to do this field, but I'm fairly certain I don't have enough to do this field and top the other field. Okay, one more. Okay, we can slow time down. It's 1 o'clock, the ground has dried. So we'll do one more row. Finish filling the truck up. And go get the sunflower harvest started. Yeah, this area is not quite as bad as the fields at the top of the hill on the Ravensport map, which have a huge grass, and it's not a flat edge. It's a mound of grass, which makes it very difficult to get your equipment over it work the field successfully. In this case, that's not an issue. The grass mound doesn't impinge on your ability to work this field. But if you're running across the field or from the grass edge onto the field, you can ground out your equipment, which is annoying. And 6, 7, 8, 9 done. So we'll run over, get this thing emptied, and then head back to the farm. I'll take the truck back and then come back and take the tractor up there. And then we'll use a worker. I mean, that's going to cost us money, but we actually have some at the moment, which is kind of a nice position to be in. And then I can start thinking about what else we're going to buy for the farm. Actually, right about now, this is the time you want to be thinking about sheep. Not early fall, but as fall progresses, the sheep you buy will be pregnant, and it'll be a good time. Yeah, it's a good time to buy them because you don't have to feed them for very long before they start multiplying. They're not going to make you any wool, but we're not too far off making wool in spring, although it's a pitiful amount. I don't know if the baby sheep count for wool production. That's another thing I'm not sure about. I'm also not sure if the sheep that were born last year are going to reproduce this year. So we may only have 80 sheep breeding this year. But potentially we could have, immature sheep turn into a mature sheep during the period where sheep are reproducing, and potentially end up with more sheep breeding going on. But I might buy another. We've got 160, so I could buy another 40 to put us up to 200, which will make 400 sheep for next spring. At least. Well, no. Potentially could make 400 sheep, depends on how many of the immature sheep, currently immature sheep, are going to be matured. And it may not be until they're a full year old, which will be after breeding season. So we may only earn another 80 sheep. If I buy 40 more, that'll earn us 120. Okay. So I was watching one of Virtual Farmer's videos this week, and he was saying there are problems in courseplay with carting. Harvesting and field work is pretty much pristine and does exactly what you want it to. But he said getting the harvesters unloaded using courseplay isn't working out too well. And getting the cart back to the farm in order to unload it isn't working too well. And that's a little bit of a problem. That's going to hit a barn if I'm not careful. Alright, now we're in. I'm not sure I've been knocking those tyres around and making it harder every time I come in here to get the tipper to a point I can unload it. Okay, start that. We're going to start throwing these tyres over there. Okay, I'll toss them in the air. How about that? Right. There now. That went away. You can go over there too. And I'm not playing on strongman mode, so they're not going very far. Just slide that one along the ground. All I need is some guy with a broom sweeping it along. Curling with tyres, yay.
Marky, get this wrapper and get that silver wrapper.
And we'll put that one on top. There we go. So that's all nice and pretty. Back in the truck. How are we doing? Oh, it's still mostly full. That's awesome. The animation of the trailers pushed it all the way back. It's funny. Let's reverse the trailer up there. Actually looks like a good impact point at the back there. It's not bleeding through. On this side it's bleeding through. Not much, but it's bleeding through. Anyway, that's a good supply of sugar beets. I'm thinking this area is going to be very full. When it comes to shipping out, because we've got the belts that we use for the silage loading, I'm probably going to bring those over to that area and use them to load the sugar beets into the back of the truck again for sale.
Found it.
But that's a good thing. We can worry about that later. Hi. What you doing?
Nothing.
Oh.
You in there, Daddy?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Oh.
Are you in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Me in the back.
you're in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, the back's empty.
Which one? Oh, me laying down in that boat.
Oh, okay.
Calling me cute.
Yeah. What about that car?
Yeah, comment on yellow.
A little bit
Come
close
in
to
that
that street
boat.
sign. Some of the street signs on this are...
It's funny now, Daddy. Me in now, Daddy.
You are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
That street sign on the edge there is a problem. But I think the giveaway sign... Okay, what exactly am I hitting? I am now hitting the giveaway sign. So all of these signs are a problem. I may be getting myself into more trouble here. Go through. And I might have hit the edge of the map, which is also fun.
When you going?
I'm going. Okay, so that's also the edge of the map as well as the signpost.
Smell this.
Yeah, it smells. Okay, and we'll park back on the grass verge. Leave that alone.
Okay. I'm shocked for this.
You are talking through it.
Okay. You in there?
I'm in there.
Oh. Oh, we're on that boat too. It's fun on that boat.
Oh, that part's fun.
No, what? I'm sitting in the back with you, Daddy.
Oh, okay then.
Me dead, so I'm sitting with the back with you.
Wee.
horses in the front. I see you.
You see me?
Yeah,
Okay.
me in there, in the back over there.
Yeah.
My bed show me in there. Whoa. Whoa. Whee.
We've shaken all the dirt off the wheels driving along the road. This Valtra pack does have a nice set of
Oh,
colours
but,
available.
what?
No, that's not a good plan.
What now, girlfriend?
Sitting on me.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I sit on you, mommy.
The horsey.
Will you float?
No.
Yes.
I'm giving you a horsey ride. Crazy horsey.
Yeah. Do that again.
I'm on tractor.
Do that again.
Okay.
What's this?
Well, since that's a private farm
Yeah,
track, I don't
smelly
actually have to
things
have
on
the
there.
engine on, or the
Oh yeah, can you blow it?
has the beacons on. Anyway,
I'll
right,
blow
I'm
it.
going to pull in here.
I'll blow it, Billy.
I just